Alright, just more bad news. This time, traffic. Oh no, more bad news. This time, high temperatures. It's gonna be real hot and no rain.
All I know, here's a night where I wanna be with you holding on me on this ride. It could rain or it could be blue skies. Either way, baby, we'll be alright. Wherever we go, I gotta know you know you're the only one I want sitting in the shotgun side on this ride.
Okay, back at it. Headed to New York. We're going to the CBS morning show, but we are in Chicago right now at a layover at an airport, and they have a chapel service. So we're going. Never been. We're gonna go check out the chapel service at the Midway Chicago Airport. This is the elevator to the chapel. Hi. Let's go. We're going to M. Filming here, but we're coming. Just arrived in New York! Yay! It's so pretty.
So pretty. It's gorgeous.
Oh, they're over there praising.
Yeah, let's go.
Everybody put your hands again. Hey, hey, clap, clap, clap. Who is silver? Who is the leader? Yeah. Everybody, everybody shout.
Good morning from New York. We are headed to CBS Studios, CBS Mornings, to talk about the book. Good morning. So we are on the way. We are good. How are you, sir? Perfect. Got a spread right here. Got coffee. Pretty sure this was not for us. This was for the last people that were here. Maybe Chrissy Teigen and John Legend just left, but we got to eat the leftovers.
Here's even
They didn't even touch it. There's like little sour gummies. Hey, this is amazing. We're so thankful. So thankful.
jerky.
Is that beef jerky?
I think that's beef jerky. Some kind of jerky.
Yum. Okay. This is amazing. Beautiful. All I need is coffee and water.
Hey, good morning. Let's see what time it is. It's 8:16 a.m. and I am here with the kids. My mom came in town. My Uncle Johnny came in town. His truck is right back there. right there. And that's because Amber is in New York. She got there last night. She went with a friend, and she is going to be on, she's doing some different media because her book is about to come out on October 14th, but she's there right now for CBS Mornings. She's going to do the morning show, and it's actually really, really interesting for me to be home. We kind of talked about, should I go with her? And we kind of went back and forth on just with the idea that either I go with her and it takes more effort to get someone to kind of hold the fort down here with the kids and get them to, school and sporting things and kind of keep the normal life here. Or should I go with Amber? And we ended up deciding that it's better for me to kind of keep the hold down the fort here. So I'm going to get to watch her. I don't think I've ever done that. That's kind of why I picked up the camera. I'm going to get to watch Amber on TV while I'm here. She's in New York. Usually like the roles are reversed. So that's pretty exciting. We've been praying for her a lot, that her message would be bold and the Lord would use her testimony to soften hearts and open eyes, and specifically to people that feel hopeless. So let's see if I can film it. I think it's coming on in like a few minutes. No Amber yet, but I do want to say that I don't ever watch the news. Don't watch the news. Oh my goodness. I've been sitting here. I've only sat here for 10 minutes, and I'm, besides watching CBS Mornings, and then it'll cuts to like local news and like, Texas National Guard deploying to Oregon, and Democrats fighting, Republicans fighting. Then it shoots this other scene where it's like there's a murder and police are still investigating and asking for tips, and it's like, oh man, I forget that I don't watch the news. I don't follow that stuff. I don't keep up with that stuff. Maybe you do. Maybe you just have a higher tolerance for, like multiple depressing news ideas and sources and headlines coming your way. I don't do it. My mornings are so much different. I have my time reading the Bible. I do some journaling. I do I text, some of my closest friends' prayers. I then go and pray myself. And then I go to the gym and I work out in my barn, and then I come back and do my radio show. News and bad news and headlines and politics don't find their way into my morning. So just waiting. We're now it's commercials. Commercials are also something that doesn't find its way into my life. So, but I'll do anything because I love Amber. So I will wait and wait until I could see her on here, Lord willing. Oh, look, just more bad news. This time, traffic. Bad news. We have enough bad news that also we have traffic and wrecks.
55 minutes. Improving from us north from Round Rock's downtown, 40 minutes. 33 minutes.
Oh no, more bad news. This time, high temperatures. It's going to be real hot and no rain.
It's not much. There's your front. It's just north of us this afternoon.
Not much good news.
Something on Bingo. It is not much, but if you're
there's not much good news, buddy. We're just looking for anything. Where's the good news? Tell me the gospel. Well, I think I missed it. Sitting there watching the whole time. But Amber, I was there watching, and then it flipped like to the local news, and then I should have been watching on Paramount Plus. So I missed the streaming of it. I should have been watching Paramount Plus, but it will replay. So, ugh. Now I know. I thought it was on another channel. So I will find. I'll try to find it. I'm looking at YouTube puts them up, the full episodes of CBS Mornings on YouTube. So hopefully they'll put that up soon and I'll be able to see it. But until then, Amber comes back tonight. She's probably, I'm assuming she'll get some food and then I don't know when she leaves, but soon. And then we'll be able to kind of see if maybe she filmed something and we could put it on here too. But no more bad news though. That's the good sign. I'm going to start my morning now. Okay, I got the video from Amber. It's a few hours later, but she sent it to me. And so now it's not as exciting as, sitting there on the TV, but I've got it right here. So let's see what Amber said.
Our next guest is a podcaster and an author who is using her platform to help inspire others in the wake of her own family's tragedy. Amber Smith and her husband, former country singer Granger Smith, lost their 3-year-old son, River, in a drowning incident in their own pool. Just over a year later, the couple suffered a miscarriage after undergoing IVF treatment. Despite these life-changing hardships, Smith says she and her family have come out the other side as survivors. And she opens up about all this in a new book. It is called, fittingly enough, The Girl on the Bathroom Floor. And Amber Smith joins us now. The book is really powerful. The title is self-explanatory. I think you were that girl on the bathroom floor so many days and nights after River's death. First of all, this happens to so many families, and I'm so glad you're speaking out about it. What do you hope people take away from the book?
I hope people take away that really awful things happen in this world, that they are never alone, and that even when your worst moment happens and you might feel like that is the end of your story, that you'll never find joy again, that there is hope and light, and sometimes that bathroom floor moment can lead way to something incredibly beautiful that you never ever expected.
Amber, I'm so glad to meet you. I remember when CBS Mornings interviewed you and your husband after River's death, and you guys were so open then and you're so open now. What is the process like for you to share so much of your story? Because sometimes the criticisms can be so hurtful. Why do you continue to want to share?
I think it's because it's real life. Everyone around us is suffering something, and we just wanted to be vulnerable and allow people into our story and make them feel like they are not alone. And that's what I wanted to do, is invite people in and use this book hopefully as a companion to them in their pain, and ultimately point them to where our hope and our light lies, and that's our Savior, Jesus.
You know, men and women tend to deal with tragedies like this in different ways, and your husband has written about his own experiences. Can you talk about the differences between how men and women process a tragedy like this?
You know, grief is very different for every person in the family. Even our children grieved very differently. But I think for most men, they tend to internalize things and try to be the rock for the family. And that can lead to really devastating things, which it almost did for my husband.
He almost took his own life.
He almost
you can
took
feel
his
like you're to blame.
Yeah, he had a lot of guilt and shame over what happened, and especially like you said, with the outside world coming in and attacking us, it makes things a lot worse. I'm really glad that he wrote his book, that he processed his pain, but ultimately that he cried out to God, and God saved him, and he's still here, and he's no longer doing music anymore. He's a pastor. It's just been a very beautiful thing that we never thought that would happen in our lives.
You guys really spare no detail in describing what happened that day. Can you tell us, what happened and what you want people to know about water safety?
Yeah, so we didn't know that drowning was the leading cause of unintentional death for children 1 to 4, that we had the #1 killer in our own backyard, that we thought we were doing everything right. We put up an iron fence with a lock. We had them in swim lessons scheduled for the next week. We put them in floaties, and we just didn't realize that it happens so fast. It's silent. It happens most often when children are not supposed to be near the water. I mean, River was in his PJs ready to go to bed, that we should not use floaties. We were putting him in a drowning position in the puddle jumper because he was thinking that he could swim. You know, we thought we're protecting them, and we're actually doing them a disservice. And we need to learn CPR. You need to have multiple barriers in place, because one barrier can fail, as it did in our case with the gate. And that children can learn to roll over and find the air if you put them in ISR swim rescue classes. And that's what we did with our son Maverick. And now he can swim across the pool, and he has the skills he needs.
I've heard of ISR swim lessons. It's really fascinating. It's like you do a lot of short swim lessons and they learn just to survive and swim on their back. Yeah. Amber, thank you for writing this book, for sharing your story. I honestly, I think of you and your family often when, we're always around pools. Yeah. It's so powerful, your message. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The book is called The Girl on the Bathroom Floor. It is available Tuesday, October 14th. I know it could be a great companion for anyone dealing with any kind of grief.
Well,
so he has a way of finding.
So just kind of processing that, she did great. And it's very difficult to wake up early in New York City and to get a taxi cab and to go down to the CBS or Fox or NBC, ABC, whatever station, and you go in through security, and then they usher you into, for Amber, she would have gone into like makeup, and then you wait, and then they get you coffee, and then you just go out there. You don't really, it's not like you sit down and process it with the people. So I could tell, as I watch this, because I've seen her do these things, she's wanting to get it back to the Lord, and they're wanting to get it to like water safety, and your husband's wanted to take his own life, that they want to take it that direction. And Amber is like, well, but the Lord saved him, and then now he's a pastor, and then they immediately go, so what can we know about water safety? So I feel I haven't talked to her about this, but I feel that there's probably a turmoil in her where she's like, the Lord, I'm telling you that the Lord saved our family, and the Lord has redeemed us, and look what the Lord did through this. And they want to go, but what can we know more about floaties? So I thought she did well, and I'm excited to see her. She'll be back. She said she's going to land about 8 p.m. and it's 2 o'clock right now. So, it's an interesting thing being home, and Amber is out on the road, but it's really encouraging to see her strength through all this. So, yeah.
What's up, friends? Ugh. See if I can get this to stand up. Okay, I wanted to do a quick recap of New York. It was a quick 24 hours. I feel like I don't know what day it is right now, just because I've been traveling a lot for the book. And I have been so blessed that through these trips and through these speaking engagements and through the press for the book, I've been able to take good friends with me who we haven't been able to like spend time together and chat and talk. And these long plane rides and airport sittings have just allowed us to have fellowship and friendship conversations. So I got to take my friend Heidi, who I don't like to say she's our nanny, because that seems like a job, but she has watched our kids since they were little. She watched River, and she watches Mav. So I took her with me to New York this time, and we packed a lot into 24 hours. We went to chapel at the airport in Chicago, which was crazy. I've never been to chapel in an airport. Went to New York. We got there. We arrived. We did the Times Square thing. We went down, and first thing we heard was praise and worship in Times Square. And Heidi and I, like, our ears just perked up, and we ran to that spot, and just so many people praising God, singing praises to the Lord. And we jumped in and we're dancing. That was really, really special. But we are also in our 40s, and we are moms, and we are tired. So we just got pizza and went to bed. We were in bed by 9:30. The next morning we got up, we did the CBS morning show. That was really special. And then after we did the CBS show, we kind of drove through the city a little bit, but then we wanted to ultimately get on an earlier flight home so we could go home and be with the kids. I have one more speaking event this week. It's the second Women of Joy conference, and that's in Pigeon Forge. And then that's it before the book comes out. So the book will be available on Tuesday, October 14th. I can't wait to get it in y'all's hands. I've also heard a little bits and pieces of the audiobook, which was really cool for me to narrate, because memoirs are my favorite type of stories and books. I love reading about people's lives, and so I got to do that for you guys. I got to narrate the book. So it will be available on all formats on October 14th. There's still pre-order gifts available. If you would like to pre-order it, you purchase the book wherever you would like to purchase it from, get your order number, and then go to thegirlonthebathroomfloor.com, scroll down about 3/4 of the way on the page, and enter your order number there, and then you'll get all the free gifts that come with that. I think that's all. I have. I'm really excited just in the next month or two to just be home with the kids and be with family and go on a date with Granger, because we've both been very busy. Then the holidays are going to be here before we know it. I can't believe it's already October. London's actual birthday, 14. I can't believe it, but I'm going to take her shopping on Sunday. That was Gypsy. I'm going to take her shopping on Sunday and just spend time with her. and just be with my babies, be with my kids. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for purchasing the book. I'm so thankful. If you're an Audible listener, like I said, go download it on Audible. It's on Kindle. It was half price for Amazon Prime Day. I'm not sure if that deal is still going on, but you can check it all out wherever you get your books. So I'll see you guys soon.
On this ride.